Hey guys, welcome back. In this video I want to show you how to start working with the Entity Framework core, especially by the database first method. So let's dig in. Firstly, we talked about the Entity Framework core and why we need to use it, and also we talked about the different parts of the Entity Framework core. So if you want to work with the Entity Framework core, you have different options. For instance, you can create your model, then create the DB context, then the database, and after that start writing the code inside the controller and the views. This is called the code first method. Despite of this, we have another method, and it is the database first method. In the database first method, we need to create the database first, then generate automatically the codes for the DB context, the model, and also controller and the views. So what is my own and favorite method? My favorite method is the database first, because the only thing I need is creating the database. Then the remaining codes are generated automatically. So if I take a look over here, as you see, if you want to work with the database first method, as its name, at the first we need to create the database. So creating the database in the SQL server. Also, you can use all the databases, but my favorite one is the SQL server. After creating the database, we need to install some packages. Installing these packages is the second step over here indeed. Something like the MVC code generator, Entity Framework SQL, the tools, and the design. After installing the required NuGet packages, now everything is ready for me to generate the codes for the DB context and the models. So the third step is generating automatically the DB context and the model codes. Fortunately, all of these are automatically done by the Entity Framework tools. And after all of these, now we have the DB context and the model. And I'm over here. I have the DB context and the model. In the next step, I need to generate the codes inside the controller or the controller itself, then the view. I have a good news for you. We can easily generate the controller and the view by using the Entity Framework tools. So the fourth or the last step is scaffolding or generating automatically the codes for the controller and the views. So we are over here, and I'm gonna scaffold or auto-generate controller plus views codes, and my mission will be completed automatically. After generating all of the required matters like the controllers, views, DB context, and models, it's time to check it. So we can start checking the project after creating it. Congratulations, we did it. Now we learned the main steps for working with the Entity Framework by the database first method. So what about the next step? In the next step, it's time to starting with the first step, and it is generating the SQL database. It's time consuming, so let's talk about it in the upcoming tutorial. Thanks for your time.